Hello, I'm E3 the Beast, and today I'm going to show you how to make a beat straight out the box using your Akai Mpc One. Let's go. Remember when I bought my Akai Mpc? It was a fun and confusing time, just like Bandcamp. But there wasn't any videos for this new hardware that debuted in 2020. Oh yeah, 2020, it was a good year. But I'm here to navigate you through all that. And don't forget, if you like what you see and hear, drop me a like and a sub. Let's get into it. Alright guys, here we go. That's my Mpc One right there. We're gonna get into it. So right now I got it in the standalone version. I'm also got to make sure before you get started with anything that your setup is complete, that you installed all drives, software for the Mpc One, Mpc Live, Mpc X. No matter which one you have, they all run on the same software. You can go check out akaipro.com for those drivers. Also, don't forget to register your equipment while you're there. Connecting your MPC hallway to a power source using the adapter that's provided for you. Make sure you do that. And let's go. I'm going to show you how to do it straight from the hardware standalone edition. So first, let's hit empty project. So if you're new, let me go back. I'm just going to go back to, let me see, let's go new. I'm gonna go back. So when you first start off your MPC, you got everything downloaded, and you're gonna see these project templates. They first give you these project templates. One is called Classic House, Dance Hall, Deep House, Drum and Bass. This comes standard. It's all demos. They come standard. So if you're new to the Mpc One or Mpc X Live, you can also click on one of these. I'm gonna go with that one. Make sure my speakers, and it preloads the drum kit and samples for you. So you have your bass. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Probably can't. Snare and samples. Already only see the volume light going up and down. Okay. Or that's making a beat straight out the box with the Mpc One. So you just got it straight out the box. You uploaded all your programs, all your drive. So you want to make a fresh beat. You don't want to use none of these preloaded templates or anything like that. You want to make your own. There's a lot of ways you can do it. I'm going to show you my way. Let's go. So you hit empty first. Then you want to build, let's say you want to build your own drum kit. Browse. This is that button right here. It's browse. So we hit the browse button. So you see the screen change. It's going to change to the screen. It's going to bring up like your drives and stuff like that. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it a little better. And all your expansion kits. So you have your drums, which mostly are like your expansion kits and stuff like that. That comes with it. See, you can sample it, which is the audition button right here in the corner, down at the bottom. That auto, you can wrap it. These are pre-expansion packs that come with the Mpc One, or you can download from their website. But we want to make our own, so we must have either SD card in the front, SD card slot right there, with your drums and your samples already on it. That's why, because we're using a standalone, we're not using it with the computer just yet. Or you can use it with your computer, which is the USB cable that goes to the back, connected to your laptop, your desktop, whatsoever. You can access your samples from those hard drives. But right now, we're standalone. So let's go with the SD card we have in the front. My bad, it's places, not files. Go to places, then you find your drive. So right now you see the internal, then you see this one. This is my SD card. I have it already. The F9, which is the expansion pack that came with the instruments. So I hit that one. That's my SD card. All right. I already got stuff like beats already made, chorus, so you can see that. So to go back, let's say you want to get out of it. All right. You see this right here where I'm pointing at that folder right there with the arrow going up? You hit that. Let's take you back. And also, let's say you don't want to hear none of that playing while you searching through your files looking for your drums. You go back to Audition, that's at the bottom. You hit Auto. Make sure Auto is clicked off. Then you hit Audition again. So now when you're scrolling through, nothing's playing. Well, let me see. This is my kit. Let me see my drums. So I have some drums here. So let's go with these. All right, snare. Claps and snare. We also got to build it with a kick. So I'm going to go with the kick first. So now let's say you want to turn it back on so you can hear that kick. So you go back to Audition, Auto, click it off. So you go. You sample all the kicks that you want. You know, see what it sounds like. Let's say you want that kick. So you got that kick. All right, you want that kick right there. You can either two or one thing. You can either hit load in the corner. That's where my finger at down here in the load. I don't know if you can see it. Or you can click the knob one time and it loads it automatically. And where did it go? So it went to the sample sign. You click out on a pad. Yeah, it's in the sample pool. So for you to put the kick on a pad from the sample pool, it's already highlighted, right? So you click on it and you click on the pad that you wanted to go to. So, bow. Let's say I wanted it to go on A5. Click on it, and first is already on it. So I clear the pads, hit it again, hit this one, and there you go. It took a while for me to do it because I got big fingers. And there you go. It took a while for me to do it because I got big fingers. Anyway, I don't want it on there. Rule of thumb, always put your kick where you want it, but I like to put my kick on A1. So right now, the kick is on A1. So let's go back to browse. Let's click a snare. So the back button for that. Let's go. The thing I like about this, see, I like that one. I hit load, go back to sample sign, and you see you got it. Pick the pad that you want it on. So I'm gonna put the snare on A2. Always click the pad first that you want it on. So now I got my snare and my kick. But I made a mistake. I'm glad I made that mistake to show you guys. So let's say you made a mistake and when you went to go click on your kick, hit your kick, you put your snare in your kick pad. That's okay. Hit clear pad, go back, click the pad that you want, and bow. Double click it or hit the button. Let's go back to browse. So now I have my kick and my snare. Let's put a hi-hat in there. So we're gonna go back, hit the back button, hi-hat. See what we have. I like that one. So I'll click on the pad. You can click on the pad that you want it on. I like to put my hats up here. Go and click this button, the wheel button, and watch this. It should automatically be on there already. Wow. Instead of keep going back and forth to sample a sign. All right. All right. Got my hat, got my kick, got my snare. What else do we need? Let's hit back. Percussion. Let's see. Let's put that. So like I said, hit the pad that you want it on, then click on the wheel. Wow, it loaded up already. All right, now we need a sample. what would go good with this right now? So we got that. So we go back. All right. Let's find a sample instrument we can use. So let me go to my, I think we're gonna use that. So what we do, if you want to use that as a sample, but you don't want to assign it to a pad, right? So what you do is, instead of assigning this to a pad, like the kick and the snare and the hat and the percussion instrument, excuse me for that, you just click on it. You want it, click on it, and it should be in your sample assign, which is right there, the fifth element at the top. I don't know if you guys can see that. How many bars you want to set this to? 2 bars, 3 bars, 4 bars. You can set it all the way to 99 bars. So how many bars, whatever bars you want, you can do a whole song in one sequence. This is just so you can loop your playback, the start and end of the bar, and transpose. Over here, you got the name. You can name this sequence whatever you want, chorus, verse, and also the edit button where you can erase anything you did in the sequence, clear everything you did in the sequence, transpose, bounce to a sample, delete the bar, insert a bar, half length or double the length of your sequence. You can copy bars, events, and save your current sequence. Also below it, you have your track. So right now, all your drums, if you let me show you that. If you click on the grid button right here, see how it's changed? It's changing. Because that's my kick, that's my snare, that's my hat, that's my percussion. It's all on one track. So let's go down to here, which is the track list. You can see it playing all on one track right here at the top. All on one track. Okay, let's go back to home. I have a video that shows you how to stem your beats out into different tracks. That means stemming the kick on one track, snare on one track, hat, and so forth, or everything on one track each. That way, when you track them out, stem them out, and bring them into your DAW to mix it, I'm gonna put that video right there on the top. So click on that once this, if you want to know more about that. Okay. So if you're a sample producer like I am, let me zoom out. You want to click down here to sample edit. You click on sample edit. So right now it's showing my tam short, which is the percussion instrument. So I'm gonna show, we gotta find the sample that we pick, which was the fifth element. This is the sample that we pick. Right, remember? So to play the sample completely, you must hit this pad right here on the top. So it's playing the sample. Let's say we just want that part right there. You know what I'm saying? You want to chop it up. So you can do this one or two ways. You can do this. Let me stop it right quick. We can bring it to the part that we like. You can. This is all touch screen. You can zoom in, zoom out, just like using an iPhone with your fingers. So to get that playback and make sure it's right where we want it. All right, let me bring it back. Hit that same pad right here. I think it's too long. So let's bring it right here. Let me see, let me put it right there. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know if you guys, I'm gonna stop it right quick. We can cut it down to where we want it to be, whatever sample we're using, and hit assign. And when you hit assign, make sure that it's on the pad that you want it on. I'm gonna zoom in on the display right quick. So right now it's on A1, but you guys remember what did we set on pad A1 was the kick, right? Yes, it was the kick. So you must click on the pad that you want. So you can select any of these pads that's not lit up right now. So the green pad is empty. That's why it's blinking. But you see all these pads down here, these 4 pads down here, the yellow pads have samples on them already. So I'm gonna pick A16 and make sure, I can't stress this enough, that when you click or when you hit assign sample, this slice type is non-destructive slice. Also on program 1. I mean, you can put on any program you want, but that's a different video for a different topic, which will be called sampling. I'm gonna do that video pretty soon. But anyway, hit do it. Let's hit this pad that we put the sample on. See, there you go. There you go. So now we got kick, snare, hat, percussion, and sample. So this is a very, 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 very basic a beat drum kit, you want to call it, that I'm making for you guys. So we got the basics, sample and everything. So I'm not gonna go into a whole song. This is just making a beat straight out the box, basic. Let's say, I like that sample. So how many beats per measure is that sample? See, it don't have it, but you can also go down here. They have it down here. If you hit sample edit and go back to the sample that you was cutting, you see the beat per measure is 123.25 beats per measure. So you go back to main, you can either scroll to 123 or you can dial that in by clicking on it. So I'll say 123.25. Let's see, was all right? Let's go back to sample edit. Yeah, I was right. I'm gonna turn on the Metronome. I usually don't use a Metronome because it kind of throws me off. I already know my beats per measure and all that, so I know when to come in and come out. But to get to the Metronome is right here next to the read and write button, right here in the middle. Metronome, a triangle. You click on it, it brings up click Metronome. So you can do, you wanted to play counting in to record, and play, or off. You use it when I'm counting in to record. You can enable it in on play. So like I say, hit the play button. It just plays. And right now I got it on rate of a quarter. Metronome click, or you can do shakes, tambourine. I usually keep it on the clicks. Next to the metronome, you have the time correction. So time correction is, so let's say you're not that good at getting your drums on point. So we put it on 1/4, a quarter. So you put at the start. So every time you play your beat, it's going to be on point. Time correction does that. But sometimes it can be your friend and sometimes it can be your enemy, depending on what you're trying to do. And also you can use that. This time correction must be on if you want to do note repeats like this. You hit the note repeat button. See? Let's say you turned it off. It won't be on. So if you want to do note repeats, make sure your time correction. Now, we're going to record the sample. I'm going to show you an easy way. So some people might say, oh, just hit record and hit the pad that you want. That's not what we're doing. We're doing it for you freshmen that's fresh out the box. So right now, we're in what they call this right here. I want to say the track grid, where let's say I hit pad select and this is my sample, right? So I make sure I click pad select in the sample and hit 1 bar. And watch this. Let me show you guys some. So I think this is like a 4 bar. Let's see. bring it up to 124. Sometimes you got to do that to find your 130. There we go. So get it off easy. That's the easiest way you can do it. All right, then let's play around. Let's see what type of drum we want. Drum pattern we want. All right, let's say you like what you heard. You got your sample right where you wanted. The beat permission, everything is good. So, like I said, we went down to the track view, grid bar view down here. I'm sorry. We selected a sample out instead of just recording the sample and hitting. We just about put it on one count. You could do the drums like this also, but if you're a producer like me, you like to do your own drums with your hands instead of just programming manually. So you hit overdub because you're ready to put the sample down. You hit play from start right here. All right. Right now, I hope you can hear. That's not the way I played it. It's because the time correction is making it a quarter. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. See, like that. So right now, it's playing through. Right. Let's say, all right, I'm ready to put my hi hat in, but let's say you start playing right now. Let's say I'm gonna show you something. All right, that's been recorded because right here you see this button on right here. Your overdub button is on and always on after you get done recording. So you got to be careful. If you didn't want to record that or made a mistake and hit the wrong pad, go up here to undo. Hit undo one time. It's going to take everything out because I recorded everything on that same track. I didn't stop it. So let's go back and put these drums back in. Put the mic down. Make sure you guys can hear me. All right. So I'm going to do a lazy way. I'm going to hit the note repeat button by putting the hi-hat down. It's an easy way. So we hit play from start, remember? It's going to count us in. All right, that's how you add your hi-hat in without messing it up. But I like to spice it up a little bit. Don't worry about what I just did. What I just did, I changed it up to from a quarter to 8. And don't forget, we got to add our percussion. So hit overdub, play from start. All right, I'm going to stop it. All right, let's go back to our grid. This is our beat grid. So right now, everything is on one track, which is track 1. But like I said, I have a video on that, how to stem your beats out. So if you click on the video link above or at the video at the end of the video, I will put that up for you guys in a link in the description below also of how to stem your beats out. But right now, everything's on one track. So let's say you like that. Okay, I like that. So what we're gonna name it? We're gonna name it. Let's say this is gonna be our verse. So you go up there and name it verse. Bow. Done. Go back. Now your source has been called verse, right? But let's say you go to track 2. There's nothing on track 2. You hit play. Everything's playing from track 1 right now. That's why you can hear it. But nothing on track 2, 3, 4. There's nothing playing coming through like signal coming through right here. So let's say you liked it. I want to save it for later. You know, how do I save it? You know what I'm saying? We're in the standalone version. Remember that. So you go back up, you go up here to this file. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me zoom in. So you click the file right here. Then you go to save. You can save or you can go save as. Save as, you click on it, untitled, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it 1, 2, 3. Do it. Make sure, I can't stress this enough, make sure you save it to your SD card. It's not much internal storage on this MPC, but save it to your MPC, your SD card. I'm sorry. Hit save, and it's going to save it. All right, and that's how you can make a beat straight out the box using the standalone version of the MPC One, X, or Live, because they all work on the same type of software from Akai. Well, that's how it's done. I hope you received some valuable information that will help you on your musical journey using your MPC One. I'm E3 the Beast, and thanks for watching.